"No, sir," preacher said a few minutes before the trouble started. "No, sir, I won't do it. No way, no how." He picked up a mug of beer from the bar in Red Mike's Tavern and downed half the suds in a healthy swallow. He set the mug down and dragged the back of his other hand across his mouth, wiping away the foam clinging to his drooping salt-and-pepper mustache. Then he continued, "Every time I get mixed up with Englishers or any other European folks, all hell breaks loose, and I wind up fighting with swords or some such local ruckus." The man who had come up to him at the bar said, "But, Mr. Preacher, if you would just hear me out." "No, mister, just preacher. And I done told you whatever the job is, I ain't interested." "But it may well be a matter of life and death, sir, and the life of which I speak is that of a young woman, a young innocent woman." Preacher frowned into his beer and told himself to stand firm. "I ain't sure I ever met an innocent woman," he said. "They're people, and people ain't innocent. They all got secrets and faults. I got way more'n my own share of flaws." "That's true of all of us, I suppose," the man beside him replied. "However, in this case, the young lady in question actually is deserving of our sympathy, as well as our assistance if we can provide it. Assuming, of course, that it's even possible to locate her." Preacher grunted. "If she's west of the Mississippi, I can find her if anybody can." "That's what the fellow at the hotel told me," the man said with a hopeful smile. "Fine preacher," he said. "If anyone can locate your cousin, it's Preacher. He's the one who suggested that I inquire at Red Mike's." The man glanced around the tavern with its smoke-filled air, rough furnishings, and boisterous clientele. "Evidently, this is your, home away from home when you're in St. Louis." That was true enough, Preacher supposed. To most people, Red Mike's was just a squalid riverfront dive. But any time he found himself in St. Louis, this was where he came for a mug of beer and companionship. Mike himself, the big, rugged, red-headed Irishman who ran the place, was a long-time friend. Mike drifted along the bar now and said, "This fella bothering you, Preacher?" "No," the mountain man said. "We're just palavering a mite, that's all." Mike nodded. "Well, you let me know if you need me to toss him out on his ear." "Reckon I can handle that myself if it needs doing." The stranger laughed and said, "I might take offense at such a discussion, gentlemen, if I didn't know that you were being humorous." "Yeah, you just go ahead and tell yourself that, mister," Mike said with a dark, unfriendly gaze. "I know a darned Englishman when I hear one."